Why is it taking that as green? Am I live? I'm not live. Am I live? Yes, we are live. My apologies. We are definitely live. Yeah, what am I doing wrong? I'm live. Am I live? I don't know. Are we live? Hey, everybody. Oh, yes, we are live. Okay, you too. My bad. I didn't know we was live. My apologies. I am so sorry. I am now posting something on Instagram to everybody. I was supposed to do this earlier. This is my fault. I am running late, y'all. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. What is going on? So we have today a very special guest, and I'm going to introduce her in 2 seconds. One, how y'all doing? My bad. My apologies. All right. So NAACP. All right. So she's in the waiting room. We actually have a waiting room for her. How y'all doing? My apologies. Hi, welcome to Address the Mess. What's going on, Sim Nation? This is MC Shakie. Today, how y'all like the background? Y'all good? All right, so she should be able to hear me. I don't know if she is. So this is my this is my first time testing out the new set, the new background, a lot of stuff like that. Let me give y'all a brief preface on what we were talking about when we a few weeks ago, a video went viral of a young man by the name of Dominique Griffin. And Dominique Griffin is a young black man in Jefferson Parish. And what happened was Mr. Griffin was accused and set up by the JPSO of having hair on. They could not find any hair on him. So what they did was plan it. And the video went from my page to being reposted by the likes of Meek Mills, and it became a viral video and everybody knows about it. We here at Sip Nation got a chance to interview Mr. Griffin when he first came out of jail and talk to him. Right now, though, we're about to have the president of the West Jefferson Parish the Jefferson Parish NAACP, and she's Madam President Miss Gayla S.A. Spiller. I said S. Spiller. I don't know why I do that. And so we're going to invite her to the show. She's going to tell us a little bit about herself and what she does and what her organization does. We're going to also review the video again, and she's going to explain to us what the NAACP's reaction is to this thing. So I would like to, if y'all give a nasty old Sip Nation welcome to President Gail Spiller, and we'll definitely invite her to the show. And that's Ms. Spiller. How you doing? Can you hear me?
I am doing great.
Hold on 1 second. I got to put I'm gonna have to do like this because what's gonna do is feedback. Let me put my photos on. So now, what was you saying?
I am doing great. And how are you?
I'm great. Welcome to Address the Mess with MC Shakie. Does everybody hear her in there? Do y'all hear her fine, or do I have to put her through the microphone? Can y'all hear her? 1 second, Miss Spiller. I apologize. It's just I have a new thing going on with the set and everything like that, so it's giving. Okay, so yeah, they can hear you. They say thank you for talking with us here at Sip Nation. So they definitely say thank you. All right, so if you give us a brief preface about who you actually are and what it is that you do as far as your organization.
I am 65 years old. Okay. All my life I dealt with in the legal field, discrimination, retaliation, all of that stuff, which is very hard to prove, but I have been a civil rights fighter all my life. I am here in Jefferson Parish to continue the fight for justice and equality for all, not just for Black folks, but for every human being on the face of this earth.
Okay. So so as I've got to do a little research and homework or background about you. You were the first female and the first woman of color to be assigned to the 141st Artillery at Jackson Barracks. So you were in the army or the military?
I was, yes, I'm a veteran. I served almost 20 years. Uh, in the
Okay.
My last few years was in the Louisiana Army National Guards Reserve there at Jackson Barracks in New Orleans, Louisiana. I went in October the 10th, 1973, and did not re up. My time ended October 10th of 1988. And in
Okay.
that area, I also worked in the legal field.
Right.
Yes, I was the first African American or female, period, in the 41st Field Artillery. They have other branches, other areas, but in that particular area, it deals with a lot of combat. And I felt like it was a change. It was a time for me to change and to do something different because I was headed up the wrong highway. But I come from a good family, Christian family.
Okay. And I appreciate you definitely for your service. I appreciate you for being a part and a pillar of the community. That's a very, very good thing. They're asking in the comments if you could just back up just a little bit and turn your volume down just a little bit. We're getting a little feedback, and there's something that's in your face. The thing that's telling you who you are is definitely in your face. So that's what they wanted to get a good clear of. Basically, someone who was a part of history. We want to see you and hear you just as clear as possible. And so and the feedback may just be a little bit of the volume because
Is,
they're hearing me go right back into your so you got your microphone and your speaker on.
is that better?
Much better, they're saying, much better.
Oh, I'm
Right. So
kind of
they're
I'm
saying
accustomed to doing this. You have to excuse me. Just talk to me, tell me what I need to do, and I'm on it.
that's fine. That's fine, sister. We are working with you. We're glad that you have come to Sip Nation to tell us a bit about what we should do in situations like this, and what is the response that y'all are having, and what it is that y'all need us to do as a people to kind of maybe help y'all do what y'all will do. So as we get started, what I would like to do, did you get a chance to view the video in question that went viral?
Are you asking me that question?
I am asking you that question. Did you get a
Sure,
chance to view
I did. And
it?
what it's going to take, I just want the public to just be educated and be mindful that when you're trying to prove uh, incidents like this, and we all know cameras don't lie, okay?
Right,
But you know that they're going to fight us tooth and nail.
right.
Try to make it seem as though that they are in the right, which is what they're trying to do. First of all, I'm very disturbed about it. I do have a relationship with Sheriff Pinto and with the city of Gretna uh, chief of police. But that doesn't say, and they both understand that I strongly believe that we all have a job to do. And from the looks of this camera, is the same thing that's been going on for a long time, and I'm sick of it. But what the community is going to have to do is to remember you have to have an attorney who is willing to take this video and make it work for what we really see. You gather what I'm saying, trying to say
Okay.
is that it's going to take a good attorney because what's going to happen in this fight, as you can see, and as some of you may have heard, the report from Sheriff Pinto. I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet, but I will. But at the same token, for what I'm looking at is a planting. Now I'm looking at it from one angle, but looking at this, you have to look at it from all angles. If you're understanding what I mean, because when you go to court to fight cases like this, you have to go under every rock.
Okay.
I've been a legal secretary, a legal clerk on criminal, military, civilian, federal, you name it, I've been there. I'm a darn good investigator as well. Uh, but I see this as a potential litigation, civil rights violation.
All
At
right.
this,
So in matters of this, so what is your opinion about it? So do you get a lot of people that come to you and ask you, or do you get a lot of people that this is happening to? Are you getting a lot of reports of this from the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office? Are people coming and reporting this, or is this an isolated incident?
no, this is not an isolated incident. What it is that some folks do come to the NAACP in Jefferson Parish, but this is what I want the community and the public uh, nationwide to understand. The NAACP is here to help to make things right, to get rid of the Jim Crow style legislation. In other words, it takes money and resources to fight cases like this. Some people feel like the NAACP locally, and I'm talking about branches. Branches do not get paid for our work we do. We need money and we need resources to fight cases like this. We do not have a legal redress team to come together to help us to fight these civil rights violations. And our elected politicians and businesses and lawyers and judges and district attorneys, they know that. They know that it takes money in order to go in court and put together, prepare, investigate, interview, and gather as much information to win this case. This is not a case that you can just take and say, oh, the NAACP. What good is it protesting when you can't fight them in court? And people have to understand, they have to understand it takes money, even the NAACP. So our
Okay.
resources
But ma'am, the problem is, and we appreciate the work that the NAACP does, and we understand that any organization needs money to be funded. Even when it comes to even the Ku Klux Klan, they have people that fund them and stand behind them. Some of them sit real high, and we understand that some of these are very powerful people. But in a case like this, when you have the big bad JPSO, and JPSO is saying that the officers didn't do nothing wrong. They said the officers saw it on the ground, found it, placed it back on the ground, and picked it back up. If I could just stop you for one moment, as we can look at this, because it's about to happen on the video, plain clear sight. This is now everybody doesn't have this. This is the high definition version. Some people were posting the repost from my page, but this is the actual video. The high definition is 1080p is the best camera angle from one of the best phones. This was taken from an iPhone 11, where people even shot movies from. And so it's not no trickery of the camera. It is pure clean as day. As you can see, this man right here, and he's looking. He has it in his right hand. The other one, look, he gets it from him. He put it right down the ground. He put it on the ground. Now he looks and pretends like he's looking for something else. He picks up a rock and then picks up the crack that he found. He gets mad. He gets mad at the woman who's recording on her iPhone 11. And guess what? And she runs inside because he didn't have a search warrant or nothing to go into the house. So he couldn't follow in the house. But that's definitely what happened. What are your thoughts about? And as we can see in the video, it seems as if he got the crack from the black officer, while there's another black officer there's two black officers there, right there. These are the two black officers that are there. What is your response to those people as we talking like we want? So we are talking about picketing and rioting and all this other stuff like that we are as options that we have, and you're saying let's go to court. And I understand that because that is the right remedy. However, what do you think about these two black officers that stand there and basically are part of this?
Let me just say this here. Number one, our people has always just done each other a job. That's number one. That's real talk. I don't mean to offend anyone, but it's true, and it's out there. It's like that because right now you're looking at a fine example. But then they too have a code that they follow, which is wrong. I mean, you know, any human being living God, they know right from wrong. That was wrong. That was totally wrong. And I'm constantly being sad and disappointed about our people in position who can help to make effective change. Now, that could not have happened to a white person,
Oh
but
no.
at the same time, we do ourselves a job. I don't like it, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Not just only go to court. The NAACP is one of the oldest and the boldest organization in this world. Number one, it takes everybody to come together, to stand together, to make their voice heard. As long as we stand back and talk amongst each other, I mean, this is just real talk. Nothing is going to get done. When white folks want something done, when Hispanics want something done, when Asians want something done, I can go down the line. They come together and their voices are heard. What do we do? What do we do as black folks? That's the first thing we need to look at. Now, I'm not trying to get away from this, but you asked the question, and the question is real. And I think that number one, this is one of the reasons why we'll never be able to get nowhere, because we are always at each other.
Always at each other. And I in this one vlogger is very saddened to see that. It was disturbing to see this white officer actually plant drugs at the scene of a crime to try to convict an innocent black man in clear as day, plain sight. But it hurts me to my heart to see a black man not only be a part of it, but stand around while this is going on with no recourse. This stuff is disheartening. Miss Spiller, what can we do? And I know you said, well, the NAACP, we need money. So what can we do? How do y'all go about raising money to fight things like this? Because, and you're right, money talks and BS walks. We can spend money on a lot of things. We spend money on Birkin bags. We spend money on hair treatments. We spend money on Sip Cosmetics. We spend money on a lot of things. What can we do that's going to, how do we be a part of affecting change? And because we talk, and on this channel, we do a lot of messy stuff. We talk about a lot of entertainment and stuff. But guess what? We also we also are charged with the world we live in. And so we want to know how we can make the change for that, so that what happened to Mr. Griffin, it don't be my son. It don't be somebody in his son or somebody else's daughter. What do we do? How do we be a part of it? Because we know the NAACP wants to fight. Y'all need money to fight. How y'all get y'all money, and what can we do to help?
How we get our money? We get our money through donations. We get our money through sponsorship. We get our money through membership. We get our money in fundraisers. Whatever fundraisers it takes. This is how we build up finances. Secondly, don't become a member to be inactive. We have to be active. We have to stand together. Fine example, the Kevin Robinson matter. I know that a lot of people know about that. We're still standing with that right now. However, I mean, when I got the call and I went out there 2 years ago, you couldn't even breathe. The amount of people that was out there. That's what it's going to take. And the NAACP made history in Shrewsbury behind that young man's death. On top of that, people has a tendency, once the NAACP locally gets involved, then they have a tendency of backing away. You gotta stand. You gotta stay. You can't just come one time just to be seen on TV. You gotta stand with the families who lost their loved ones or who are being harassed like now. You know, the thing of it is, and I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna say this until the day I leave the face of this earth. Most of the white folks and some of our black folks and politicians don't want me here. No one have heard of the Jefferson Parish NAACP until that football player, NFL, in 2016 in December, got killed. No one heard. From my understanding, the whole Jefferson Parish was a standstill when I stood up for that family. I will stand with you, but you have to stand with me. It's going to take more than just me to get things changed and effective change for our children. I have a young black son. I have a young black daughter. God knows I don't want that to happen to them. I am here because of our children. I'm not here because of me. I'm not getting any glorified. But everybody who know me knows one thing. I'm not for sale. And all money is not good money. And I don't care what kind of money you're pouring into the system or into the churches. Yes, I said it. You know, I'm just not going to turn my head and just say, well, okay. You know, what is money? Yeah, we needed to survive. We needed to operate and to function. Of course we do. But do we have to take that money and sell each other out? You know, we've been dealing with this here for a long time. And it's time for an effective change. It's time for us to stand together. I'm not here extorting, nor I am here prostituting people to join the branch and sell them out, because I have been accused right here in Marrero by a woman who called herself an elder of the church that I was extorting and prostituting individuals, and I'm not getting paid and I'm not getting no money. Period. This woman evidently did not know who I was. Yes, she apologized. But at the same token, the myth is out there because a lot of people believe it, even our politicians, some of them for the most part. They don't want to help the NAACP. We've been around since February 7th of 1963, and I've never heard of the NAACP in Jefferson Parish or anywhere in Jefferson Parish, west or east, until I became the president. I'm going to stand for what's right if I got to stand alone.
And we appreciate you standing. We really do. So, and just to kind of sum that up. So, one, we need to join and be active. We need to pay our dues. And we need to not just when we hear, oh, when the NAACP involved, just okay, well, that's it. We ain't got no work to do. When we hear the NAACP involved, that means right now we have more work to do, actually. And that's what we need to do. Let me ask you this. How can somebody join? So is it just go to NAACP.org and fill out the form? Is that simple?
Please do not join online.
Okay.
The local, we got a local Jefferson Parish, and I'm in. Okay. I would ask that you call me, and I'm gonna give you the number.
I can put it on the screen. Do you want me to put it on the screen?
Put it on the screen.
Okay.
Please put everything on the screen as far as the address, the PO box, the physical address, and the PO box. My name.
Oh, girl, I dropped my own paper. I have. I took some notes. So
they can email me requesting it during the local branch. Do not go online.
So now we have a lot of people that's not from the New Orleans or the Jefferson Parish area. So do they go online?
They can go. Well, if they're not from that area and they want to join the Jefferson Parish branch, they can.
Okay.
They can still come to me. Okay. Now, if you live in Orleans Parish, there is a president. That's each parish has their own president, but not all the branches are active in Louisiana. We lost a lot of branches.
Why did we lose branches, ma'am?
I'm gonna be honest with you. This kind of work, you put your life on the line. This kind of work is nothing to be played with. Trust me.
Have you been threatened or anything? You say you put your life on the line. Have you been?
Yes, I have. My house has been shot into, and I'm still standing. I've been harassed heavily. Yes, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm on disability. I am also on housing, but I haven't been on housing all my life. I unfortunately, I'm still fighting for my veterans benefits, and I worked for the VA. So I'm dealing now with a Vietnam veteran who was exposed to that Agent Orange. And
So and that's what Mr. Griffin was saying, that he was even having trouble getting an attorney because he had an attorney, but then the Jefferson Parish either threatened the lawyer or something like that, and then the lawyer that he first had either backed out or something like that. Now he did acquire a new attorney, but the first one backed out because they were scared of JP. And from what you're telling me now is that they go and they threaten and harass and everything. They go to extreme lengths when it comes to people exposing what they do.
Let me just say this, okay? I'm not saying, and I don't want nobody to misinterpret me. I'm not saying the Jefferson Parish has actually set this up. I
Okay.
can't say it because I don't have proof of it. But I mean, I think sometimes I think and I feel behind the scene, you know, people do things. We've seen this. I mean, this is real. This is real life stuff. Okay. Now I'm not saying that deep down inside that I know exactly who's doing it, but I know I never had this problem before I became president in Jefferson Parish. That much I know, you know, and also I do know that I'm not afraid to stand up and challenge a fight. I mean, you know, I'm not afraid to challenge wrong, you know, things that people do wrong. Look, all our life, our grandparents, I've saw and heard stories of our grandparents, great grandparents, of the things that they've gone through. I've even seen some of the action back here in West Vigo and Dave, in the Dave community. Even in St. Charles Parish, my cousin got killed by police. My uncle got beaten real bad right here in this D-turn before you go into Avondale, where it's real dark, no lights. They beat my uncle unmerciful. So I mean, my family has been subjected to Jefferson Parish. That's why I feel deep. That's why I feel concerned. That's why, you know, I try. The phone number, correct the phone number. It's not 221.
Oh,
it's 222.
I'm so sorry. I apologize. Hold on.
That's okay. Yeah, 222-1213. I'm just speaking from experience. I'm not speaking for just what I read and what I hear and what I see on news. I know what my family has been subjected to. And I'm not just saying that, you know, the shooting in my house was a setup. But I do know that it was a setup to take my voucher. And none of this never happened until I became the president of Jefferson Parish. PO 165, 796, correct.
Okay. I apologize for having a thing wrong, and I'm so sorry this is happening to you. And because a normal person, I'm not gonna lie, would go through this and say, well, you know what, it ain't even worth it. I don't get paid for this. I ain't got to do with it. But you're still fighting and you're still doing what you have to do. When you say you went about the Kevin Robinson case, what is it how is that turning out? Or can you give us a detail about that?
I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, I'm very disappointed, and I just don't know. You know, all I know is that it's gonna take the Lord to really, really give us justice in all these cases, because we have some low down, crooked, dirty. The system, I mean, not all, but some, who has control over making a decision. I just learned recently that, because I filed a complaint with the FBI and with the CIA on this matter, I have yet to date to hear from them. But I just recently learned that they have made a decision. And the sad part is this: how could you, the DA, the CIA, and the FBI, how could you not convict these officers when this young man, you confiscated I can see why you was running behind this young lady, because you didn't want to expose you didn't want the evidence to get out there. But God made a way for her to get in that house and send that video to the news station. Now you're trying to say the news station is lying. But let me tell you something. That young man's neck was broke. That young man had a deep, they could not even open his casket until the family found a way to get a high specialist who specializes in mortuary to fix that young man's face. It was wrong. And these detectives, I don't know how you sleep at night. I don't know how any man or woman sleep at night. This man was less than 150 pounds. And when you look at the 4 detectives that was in that backyard, they beat that young man to death. They destroyed him. And yes, how can a parent, why should we black folks continue to go through this? It's not right. And I don't know how any man or any woman can live and sleep at night when a child has been brutalized and beaten like this. This is why I stand, because I don't want it to happen or continue to happen. And this is why I need you to stand with me and stop listening to the false rumors about me. I'm going to call it like I see it. I'm going to tell you how it is with me. I'm not going to play you for a fool. I'm not going to talk trash to you. I don't have time to talk with you with a whole lot of unnecessary things that you know that you're in the position that you can help to make a change. I'm tired, people. I'm sick of looking at this stuff that's going on that's so evil. And look who we have in office, but yet still, the white man can pull a few of our people together and say, look, get rid of this nigga. She talks too much. Yeah, they talk behind their back. They talk behind my back. I don't care. But I'm a child of God and I'm a woman of God. And I know for a fact, as long as I'm holding on to God's unchanging hand, no fire can burn me. No battle can turn me. No mountain can stop me. No giant can defeat me. Because you know why? I hold on to God's unchanging hands. I'm not holier than thou, but I know one thing. He put me here and I'm going to stand as long as he gives me the strength and the power to do so.
Ma'am, I appreciate those words, and I felt the conviction in what you were saying, and I myself am guilty of thinking that everything happens, and we want to make a commitment from this channel and everything that we do to stand with you. I would like to offer you whatever we can, and I don't care when or where. You have my personal number. If you need any type of advertising or marketing or any type of thing to get your word out about anything that you're doing, I want you to send it directly to me, and it will be instantly posted on my channel so that my sippers can see and know what is going on. If it's something, I don't care if it's wrong, right, or day or night, I want you to definitely come and send it to me, and we will definitely get the word out as much as we can. And sippers, I want y'all, it's y'all job too, to make sure y'all share the stuff that y'all see when it comes to situations like this. If we can deal with the mess, we got to be able to deal with this too, because this is dealing with our communities. One day, you're going to need the people to stand with you, like this woman who stand with us all this time, to stand for our children, our sons, our nephews, our young people, innocent people that are doing nothing. So we're going to need that. So what I need y'all to do is just get the word out there. Don't press nothing to press the like button so that it can go to the top of the charts and people can see. It does nothing to hit the share button so people can see what this woman is doing and see what the people are doing, because that's what we have to do. If we don't do nothing else, we got to, number one, get the word out there. The next woman, next, y'all got to join and be active. It's not secret. I'm guilty at that same time. I'm talking to myself too. I felt the conviction, and the spirit just convicted me with her words. And I am guilty of the same thing because I don't do enough. And this is the type of stuff we're going to continue to do, stuff like that. as far as where we're going and where we're growing. And so we have to grow as a people. I appreciate the work you do. Let me open up the floor at this time. If anybody has any questions or comments that they would like to say for Madam President, the work that you do is amazing. We appreciate you. We are so sorry this has happened to you, and we want to do starting today, especially with us doing that. We're going to get the word out there. We're going to see this, and they're going to see this, and we're going to spread the word about some of these injustices that you see every day, because we need you, and we need more of you, and so that's what it is. Do anybody have any? And we talk a lot, and so as somebody just said, let's talk and more actions, and I agree with that. We do have to act. We have to move. We have to move. We have to move. And it starts with us clicking these buttons is what we do best. And so that's number one. And we got to get the word about that. Madam Spiller, we have to definitely let them know about the things that you are doing, and we have to assist you and be a part of that, because you know I know your spirit weary. What can we do? We should write letters. I think the first thing we should do is trust our leaders, like this young lady right here, that's on this camera on the other side of me. But do so they're saying directly, what should they do?
Here, what you can do. Number one, you see my address on in my email and my phone number. What I want you to do is, number one, support the branch financially. Give a donation every month. I have rent that I have to pay $500 a month. I don't have that help to help me with $500 a month. I don't have that help with office supplies. Look, we need our own office. I've been through a fight with the parish here. They stopped me from using their center because I couldn't collect dues. It's just that I've been through a whole lot, and I'm not, God is just constantly giving me the strength. So what I said to you, help me to keep a roof over this organization's head. I'm not even asking you to pay me right now. What my biggest concern is, I live in Alabama, but I want to know, what can I do from here?
Oh, you can see it. Go ahead.
Send a donation. You got the information, send a donation. Don't put in my name. Please don't put in my name. Put in the NAACP, because I have the information right there. Put in the NAACP, West Jefferson Parish.
Let me tell you something, people. I was convicted of a tax fraud scheme. So trust me when I say this. If you donate to your local NAACP office, it is what's called tax deductible. They ask you this on your taxes every day. Did you have any deductions? All you got to do is keep your money on a receipt, and guess what they do? They give it right back to you at the end of the year. That's what they do. It's not a question. It's a tax deductible contribution. If you get taxes back, so if you pay taxes, they're going to deduct it from your taxes. If you're getting taxes back, it's going to count towards your taxes. So guess what? You ain't even losing no money. Send them $10. And if y'all don't believe me, just do it like this. Send it. I think there's a portion you don't pay that they keep. I'm not sure what the portion is, but it's not. It's say, for instance, if you give her $10 a day, and you might get back $8 on your taxes. So it's something to that extent. It's not even much. You get tax credits. So it's not even like you even really taking it out your pocket, and taking it out your pocket initially, but you're saving money on a receipt. Show that it went to the NAACP, which is a tax deductible. It's tax deductible. NAACP. It's an organization.
Here's what I want people to understand. You're absolutely correct in one sense, but not in another. We are a branch under the umbrella of the national. The national, according to IRS, is the only one that can file tax deductible, because they are a 501c3. We are under their umbrella. The branches can't file. They have to file. We are a 501c4.
Okay.
And we are not tax deductible.
So if my local branch is not tax deductible, but the national branch is?
Yes.
Why is that? Why does that?
Let me just say this. I really could not answer that question. That's a question that has to do join and support. Yeah. Yes, Miss Marie, I see your comment. Just a second. You can join the branch through the information that's on the thing. Send it directly to this local branch, and I need your information. I will need your full name, your address, your email address, your phone number, And from that information goes on the application that is submitted by my secretary to the membership department, and your membership card is created from the application and is mailed to our PO box to you. But it comes to the branch first.
They setting y'all up for failure because I should listen. I shouldn't listen. If I send you my what is the dues to join the NAACP?
Okay, the dues is $30 a year. All right. However, $18.10 goes to national. The branch only gets $11.90. Now, that was done before my time. I don't get into it with them. I have a job to do. I like to tell people the truth. That's one of the reasons why we are struggling so hard. We don't get the bulk of the money, national does.
How much does national support you back?
No comment. I'm sorry.
So it seems almost as if we're having issues with how our organization is meant to support us as Black people is being supported when you're saying is there something. I know you maybe can't comment. I apologize, and don't trip because I'm a dig and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna find out who get the money and what they're doing with it and why they don't support the local branches that are engulfed with the local people help, and that's crazy. That's very bad. And it sounds we all doing this to each other, even with the it is crazy. So if they want to send you something, they can send it to you directly through those channels. There is what you're saying.
That's why I said don't go online and sign up. Sign up with me locally. I'll make sure that national get their $18.10 and we keep the $11.90 because the fight and the struggle is here at our local. And one of the things that I do want to make sure, I'm a realist and I believe in real talk. I don't believe in fighting on the inside. That's a stumbling block for me. It gets in my way. Secondly, I don't have friends. And when it comes to business, I'm strictly about a business. I don't see you as a friend. I love you as a brother and a sister, but I can't have you coming and saying, well, I'm your friend. No, you're not my friend. I'm gonna tell you straight up, you're not my friend. Because there's some serious business. We talking about since we've been living on the face of this earth. We've been dealing with this slavery thing that has never died down. Okay? I just want people to know I'm not perfect. I make mistakes along the way. I'm not getting paid. I would love to get paid. But right now, my focus is on making sure our children generations don't have to continue to be subjected to this slavery mentality or the pipeline to prison. Even you're looking at the babies now, they even handcuffing them. It's so disgusting. But you're not going to do that to a white child. You're not going to do that to a Hispanic child. You're not going to do that to an Asian child. Come on, people. Is there any other ways to donate? I don't know how to do a money order. Okay, if you don't know how to do a money order, Rodney, help me out here.
You ain't got cash? The NAACP ain't got cash out? That's what, look, y'all got to give it the time.
Look, you go and you join. Yes, I have cash out.
Okay.
But at the same token, I'm looking at how cash out is charging 25 cents to $1.75.
Sister, you about to pay that dollar because guess what? It's 2020. Since y'all got to get with the program. We don't do the money orders, all that stuff. Sister, I've been having my checking account for 2 years. I'm on check number 103.
Yeah.
Y'all can't see it but I'm on check number 103. It's because it's the green screen. I can't see it like I'm holding up. But my checks is green too. I've been having nobody do that, girl. It's cash out.
They can go cash app. I have a thing.
So how do we send our address to you? So do we email it? So this is what we're gonna make it easily.
So email me all your information.
So email your information and then you take your cash out. What's your cash out, baby?
Okay, I'm getting ready to give it to you now. So is my daughter.
Oh, so you don't even have it as your daughter got the cash app. Let me find out.
No, it's on the phone. Look, didn't I tell you I'm not acclimated to all this new technology?
You did, sister. You did. Tell us. You tell me that.
Is that on there? Okay, I can't get it.
My.
I know I'm with Iberia Bank. Is it NAACP?
No, you can't.
I'm coming, huh?
Okay, take your time, baby. We ain't got nowhere to go. We locked down for Corona. Take your time. I love her. I love her. I love her already.
I don't know what my hand is. Yeah, look here. Now, here, Dad. I don't have the what's that? The Android phone. You don't have one? Oh, y'all, with this iPhone stuff.
Girl, vanilla girl will block you. Yeah, girl. You got one more time. Let me know you be up here, girl. I'm messing with you, Vanilla. Vanilla, you used to sing too. Do you still sing? Sounds like they may also need some help getting that technology up to speed. That would probably help with yeah, that's true, sister. Don't if you had like a website or something that we could go to directly to the local branch, that would help us, you know, because we could just say, okay, go to www.localnwaacp.com or something or whatever it is. And that's, you know.
Yes, that would. Sounds like they may need. Yes, I do, Miss Marie. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do need help getting the technology up to speed. But my Jefferson Parish, I do have a website. You go to my Jefferson Parish NAACP.
So I have another question. So you said you needed, y'all don't even have enough for office supplies and stuff. You need like pencils, ink pens, stuff like that, paper.
Yes, I need that. And I need a desk. I need a desk. I need a computer. Yeah, but everything I've been scrapping. Yes, and I'm not ashamed to say it. You have not because you asked not.
Yeah,
you know.
I'm a person living my truth too. I tell people all the time, this is what it is. If you don't like it, this is not what it is.
So I've been fighting that. I've been fighting for a long time. So nothing.
I'm sorry, Kim. I'm gonna get with you, baby. I'm sorry, man. I'm just messing with you, baby. Just messing with you. All right. So look. So okay. So no, it's not her technology. Don't come up. We will table the Cash App discussion, and once you get everything situated, let us know. We will definitely post it on our social media so that people know that they can send it or however they want do. They say Heavy Pressure Cuisine will donate for paper and pens, so you're gonna have some stuff coming. We do want to do that, and it's a shame that the top office does not support the local office, especially when the local office is doing all the work. Yeah, the top people don't get into it after y'all did everything y'all supposed to do, and I don't think that's fair at all.
Well, it's not, but then at the same token, I just do what I have to do with what I have, you know, and I just keep moving.
Right.
Because her last name is Philly, y'all. She is our honorary member. Who is that? Okay.
So we call ourselves the sippers.
All right.
And we spill tea, and so by you being a spiller, it's like you are honorary sipper. That's what they're saying. So welcome to the family.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be there. But right. I just want people to know the PIN number.
The address is P.O. Box 165. Okay, so what they asking? So just send it to the P.O. Box. They want to drop off towels. Oh, I think she want to drop off some computers.
They want to drop off a computer?
Or something. I don't know, Miss Villa. They want to drop it up. But listen, our number's up there. You can also talk to her. Just call her and she'll explain to you exactly how to drop up. I don't want to post her physical. I don't want to post your physical address on the internet. Anybody can see. Yeah, computer towers. So
Here it
What?
is. Hold on. JP. Yeah. Oh, you put it in my phone. Okay. Capital JP.
Was this your Cash App?
Yeah, this is Cash App.
Okay.
Capital JP, capital N, small lowercase letters AACP. Then they have a $sign.
Dollar sign should be first. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. $sign Jefferson Parish NAACP. $sign Jefferson Parish NAACP.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. And so we
Now,
just send
does it matter? Look, does it matter with NAACP supposed to be? I mean, said AACC. AACP should be lowercase letters. Does it matter?
Nope.
If it's capital or lowercase?
Nope.
Okay. All right. I don't know. I'm just asking.
I'm about to see. We finna find out now. I'm about to send you. I'm about to try to send you something. Cause I'm journeying right now.
All right.
So it's $30. So if
it's $30 to do. And I will send National the $18.10.
But I gotta be active, and I want you to stay on me. When you have something that I could do, you make sure you hit me up.
I'm sorry, but God sent you to me, and you ain't going nowhere. I'm hanging on to your pants legs, your wife, your children, your friends, everybody. Okay,
and I do appreciate. I don't know if you can see it because it's I got a green screen, but
okay.
But I just sent my $30, and I would like to. I'm gonna send my email. Well, you have my email, but I'm gonna email my stuff for my membership. But I also want to be active as well.
Okay, then I got you.
Right.
Now, another thing is that I'm just trying to get people to commit a month if they can help me with the $500 rent.
Ain't nobody gonna find $500, sister. Ain't nobody gonna find $500.
Look, $5 to add up from what? 5 cents. Yeah.
You ain't got to pay no rent no way. It's Corona. You got to tell them you ain't working.
Shoot, look at here. You don't want me to go down and leave that alone.
But it's deferment. That's what Judy told us. We're gonna join and we're gonna be active. Well, we hustlers over here, and okay. That's and we joking, but it's
that's all right.
It's hard. We love, and I'm humorous, a comedian sometimes. But it's a very serious thing that you're doing, and like I said, we do appreciate your work. I do, and we're going to be following this case and many others closely. I know you're working on this and other cases as well, and I know it takes a lot. It takes time. You got to work. You have to divide your time between this for free and trying to get money to just take care of your bills. And I know you could just say, oh, well, if I could just take care of my bills, I could go work on the things that need to be worked on. And maybe things like this wouldn't happen to some of our sons. So I understand what's going on. So I appreciate the thing. We have some sippers that do stuff. Wise is going to help you get your network and stuff from it. And so we want to have to. This is what we're gonna do. This is what it is. And I appreciate you taking your time because I know your time is valuable. And I know you could be working and doing stuff, and by take your time for coming and explaining to us and telling us the NAACP reaction and what we could do to try to end the cycle of what's going on. Ms. Spiller, you are definitely always welcome to this.
Come back and all this. We do have a couple of cases with some of these same detectives and more Jefferson Parish detectives. I have a couple of members. I'm gonna be honest with you, baby. These detectives, same detectives, that's on desk duty, and some of them is not on desk duty. Litigations, civil rights violation lawsuits has been filed against them. It's still pending. I have a couple of members that has been beaten badly and still going to court today as we talk, by two of the detectives that killed Kevin Robinson. Let me tell you, just recently on April the 25th of 2019, a young man that was in 1996, 16 years old, the DA convicted him, got the jury to convince the jury to convict him of a crime that they had no evidence, no gun. A white male was killed, a drug addict, a drug dealer, white drug dealer was killed in Kent. And because this young man, we suspect, that didn't tell on who actually killed, or did he really know? We didn't really know. The point that I'm trying to make here, this young man went to Angola at the age of 16 for a crime that he did not commit. I became active in the case when I heard about it, because for 12 years, they tried to get this young man free. Only one of the churches that I know of that was involved. But see, when I became involved in the case, I honestly believe I had a lot of impact upon it, because this young man spent his entire life behind bars for a crime that he did not commit. You remember last year the election that they had on the anonymous juror? But you know, Jefferson Parish was one of the parishes in the whole United States that didn't have a 12-man jury. Yeah, they was convicting our black children on 8 to 9 jurors. Okay, this young man on August the 25th of 2019 walked out, and I was with him from day one up until August the 25th of 2019. And his family cannot forget the fact that this NAACP got involved. Now, if he educated himself, and he will make a fine attorney. And one day I'm gonna have him on your show, and he's gonna tell his story. But the point I'm trying to make is, I'm a fight. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in our ancestors who fought and died for all of us to be where we are. And I want the listeners to understand one thing. It took the white man and the Jews, to help put the NAACP on the map. I say that because throughout my life and throughout my experiences, all white folks are not bad. But we have enough of them in the judicial system and businesses that is so racist until it's sad and it's pathetic. And I'm going to be real with you. I'm so pissed. It's a lot of things I want to say, but I know I can't say, because I don't even want to give them the advantage to think that they have pushed my button. All I want to do is keep God in the forefront, do what he tells me to do, and follow his footsteps, because I'm a darn good investigator. I believe in going under every rock to make sure I win. But I can't do it without the help. And if you are dead serious about making this local branch bring back what our ancestors fought and died for, because I surely believe in it, and I'm going to stand until God calls me home. I get, this thing is so close to me. So since I got involved in April 15th of 2015, all my time has been here, been donated. I gave up my business, Ephesians 6 and 12, because I believe in fighting discrimination. I believe in fighting civil rights. Everybody who knows Gayla Ann Spiller knows that I believe in right, that I believe in standing and fighting. Anytime I stand against a 5-star general in the military, what is it here? I'll stand against Trump if I had the opportunity. Yes, I will, and I said it and I meant it. And I'm not going away because everybody has a job to do. The sheriff has a job to do, and I told him that when Keegan Robinson was killed, and I meant that. He understood that. At least I hope he did. But at the same token, we cannot afford to let our children, the generation that's constantly coming, go through this slave mind mentality. We got to make a difference and we got to stand together. No, we're never going to agree upon everything, but let's disagree to agree. Let's not take matters personal. Let's work together. This is not easy. It's a struggle. I missed the many days of my honored son and honored daughter in school for the things that I should have been there with them. And I had to cry when they tell me, "Mom, your whole life is the NAACP. You done forgot about us." No, I have not. This fight is about y'all too. And it takes it. Sometimes I wake up at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning when God spoke to me, with me doing things, thinking things, how to do this. Let me just say this. I also was a president of the AFL-CIO, the union, when I was in the government. I spent almost 20 years in the government with the VA regional office and with the EEOC. That was my last job with the EEOC, United States EEOC, federal government. I had 7 offices in 4 different states. And I thank God for what he have instilled in me. I brought an agency to the point where they had to work with me. Because the thing of it is the lower employees at the bottom that's doing the work, not those that is up high in rank. And I fought for those employees. And those employees did not want me to leave. But I had to leave because my mother was very ill. And I had legally adopted 2 kids. Never married, never had any kids. And I share that with you because I want you to know that sacrifices that I make to try to help people. I'm not perfect, I made mistakes. But God knows I'm about the right thing. At least I'm trying. And anytime I put my kids on hold to try to fight something that we constantly dealing with, at least people can come together and appreciate it and help me and work with me. No, I don't live in a glass house or a glass slipper. I could have if I wanted to, but I chose to take this route. And I took this route because I know at the end of the day, somebody is getting help. And so I ask for your help. I ask that you work with me and not against me. Don't listen to the negativity things that people are saying about me because I don't get paid for what I do. I have made many, many sacrifices all my life, and I'm not ashamed of it, and I do not regret. So if you can help this local brand to help our community and our people, please do so. I'm through.
I do thank you again, and we will do what we can to aid and assist you. What you're doing is very commendable, and I say that again, and I appreciate you. I don't listen to what thing people say. I go and we find out what it is firsthand. I joined and I implore everybody, even if you're out of town, to join with this woman. Like she said, the local brands, the big brands don't give y'all nothing. Go directly to her. Her Cash App and her address is on the screen. If y'all have any questions, please don't be afraid. She's a very open person. I talked to her on the phone myself personally a couple times, and she's very informative and knows a lot about what's going on. And all she's doing is trying to make the situation as far as what we're going through as Black people better. Miss Spiller, I do appreciate you for definitely stopping by. You're always welcome to the show. You are definitely always welcome, and I appreciate you for giving us some insight on the things that you have done. And I thank you so much. I appreciate you so much.
You and I appreciate you, and I thank you so much for having me. And
No problem.
look for me. I would like to come on at least once a week because this coronavirus is really, and you know, and before we close, I just want to say about this case with Dominique Griffin.
Mhm.
If he have an attorney, that's good, okay? But as everybody knows, they're trying to tell us to be safe, don't form a group. You know they're not going to let us stand together right now because of the situation with the coronavirus.
Right.
But I have not heard from the family yet. I just want to be sure that the family is serious about coming to the NAACP with the understanding that the coronavirus is taking place. If you got an attorney, I can assist you with some of the things you may not understand with the attorney. You know, as far as a protest is concerned, we have to look into all of that before we do that. I just want to make sure that the Griffin family understand that we are here. There is strength in numbers. And I'm not saying you have to become a member in order for us to stand with you, but it is equally important that you show the NAACP that you are with us and that you will be supportive, and that if we do a protest, I would like to see no less than 50 people. No less than 50 people.
Right. Right now though, I think if you do more than 50, you could go to jail. I think if you do more than 10, you could go to jail. I think. I don't know for 100%.
No. That's why I'm saying we can't do nothing right now.
We can't do it after the corona. Okay. Oh no, we there.
I just want to make sure people understand. Don't come to the NAACP expecting to do a protest now with this coronavirus out here, because we will go to jail. And I'm not for going to jail right now, but I am concerned. I would like to talk to the family. I would like for them to become active members. Because a whole lot of stuff that you said earlier about we can find ways to spend our money, but this is something like right now with the situation here, they got the money to try to turn things around, which is what they're trying to do with the Kevin Robinson case. That's just my take on it, and I'm not backing down. And this is our mission and our vision.
Right.
And I'm going to stand behind it every way I can. But I just want the Griffins and the public to understand that we cannot do any protesting until the coronavirus is over. You know what I wanted to add to?
What's that?
I wanted people to pay close attention. See if this coronavirus is over in April. Who stay in the game? Who is coming up for their debate next?
Trump.
The Republicans. So the reason, what I'm trying to say is, I don't know this for sure, but my gut level feeling telling me that this is something planned. If this thing, I adjourn Mrs. Phillip. What's $4.99?
She actually put a super sticker on the channel. So the $4.99 after Google take it, the channel will get about a couple of dollars. But
okay. But anyway, like I said, what I'm looking at, my gut level feeling, and I don't have any proof of it, but Trump has done so much to where I don't trust him. I don't believe nothing he say. I just want people to be cognizant that, you know, if this thing over in April, this is something that could have been very well planned by now. Okay? Right. So that's all. I'm just adding my little 2 cents in.
We like it. We like your 2 cents.
I just want people to be educated and aware. Hey.
Right.
This man doing too much. I'm sorry.
I believe you. But that's another subject for another day. I'm supposed to be going up to the White House. I was supposed to go in May, but I'm probably going to go in September now because of the coronavirus to talk about prison and criminal justice reform with some top White House aides. I'm not going to, as the president makes his decisions on his stances on criminal justice for the election. What they do is invite experts and people in the industry. So they have not said anything about meeting him, but I will meet somebody like one of his policy advisors, probably somebody with the Department of Justice, to talk about criminal justice and criminal justice reform. So that'll be something, but I would definitely equate what I know about this aspect once I get an opportunity to say my little 2 cents. So like I say, so that's I've done this. So I appreciate you. Like again, that's we budget into our time. So do I do it again? Appreciate you for stopping by and spending some time with us. And like I said, you're always welcome.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. And God bless every man, woman, and child on this. Thank you for your support.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Nick, okay, I'm so sorry. I understand you said, but you also sent $4 to the channel. I don't. It's not tip about time, so I didn't want to do it. But okay, so she talks a lot of good stuff, y'all. The situation that happened with Keenan Robinson and Mr. Dominique Griffin is this is what's happening. Not just here in Louisiana, but the entire nation. Outside of this Corona thing, which I think is going to eventually be not an issue, the issues do remain that the police can do and say whatever it is they want, and put us in situations like that. And so what we have to do, we do have to support the people that we turn to when those times happen. And so that's a thing. I appreciate again for coming through. She was a wonderful, wonderful guest. I implore all of y'all to join the local branch NAACP. And not only just join and say, oh, well, I got $30, so I give me a little card and say I'm part of the NAACP, but actually active and do something. I'm actually going to do something. So again, also we do have the power of our voice. Sip Nation, we strong, y'all know. We have numbers and we have poll numbers. When it's coming from the sippers, the people listen. And so the power of our platform is that we could send this video to the Steve Harveys of the world, I'm trying to think, the Oprahs, all those people in the world, and say, why y'all gotta talk about this? There was a young black man that just got drugs planted on him in full HD. And y'all not, and this is not news to y'all. But Kim Kardashian and Taylor Swift, that's news. Yeah, that's news. And we like to talk about it. And we like to talk about the mess. But it comes some type of social responsibility when we got to talk about the mess. And we talk about the foolishness. Nick, however you send it, that's fine. I appreciate it. Everything, it counts. Because what happens too, I found out this. You can send it through the channel. Yes, Google take their percentage. But what they do is rank you higher. It's kind of like you're paying to be ranked higher, which means more people see it. So it works out for their algorithm. It means people are not just watching, people are not just liking, people are not subscribing, people are actually financially supporting it, whatever it is you're doing and talking about. So it does help us here too. So what Google is, Google take the little 40%. No, it's less for me now. It might be 35%. I apologize. I think I got up to the next level. So Google does take the little 40%. But what happens is YouTube sees that as, oh, people support you. Well, then they rank you higher. So it's like this. They want to rank me higher because, oh, well, Nick supported him. Well, maybe Stacy gonna support him. Let's rank him higher. And so that's how that works. So it's good. It's good. It's good. So that's what it is. So you did do something good. So that's why I stopped. Once I found that out, I'm like, why would you take 40% of people's money? Like, duh. I can understand y'all taking y'all 40% of the advertising money. But if somebody sent me $10, they wanted me to have $10. That's what I was thinking. But the reason why they take 40% is because they process it. That's why, and also too, it kind of helps mitigate who's supporting who. So, okay, that explains that. Why is money always an issue when it comes to healthcare? The resources out there, but I know, because let me say something. Canada is giving all their citizens $950 every 2 weeks until this is over. Free healthcare, no schools. They did it without no BS, not no tax and something. It's all their citizens. It's $950 per one person, $1,700 for two, and like $400 for a child. For every 2 weeks until this is over. Without no problem. Not no one-time payment, Not none of that. I don't know how the hell Canada got this all the way right and we don't, but that's a whole nother thing. Let's go Canada, okay? So and this is, I like what S. Marie said right here. She said we watch the mess, but we got to be about the business of our people also, and that's the best part about this. Yeah, we're gonna be messy, but we also do it right. So that's definitely what we're gonna do. Somebody says Canada sounded real good right now. Let me think about moving. And they did that. And listen, Canada did that, and they just did it, and that was it. All right, so that's my time. We got some stuff. Make sure y'all go ahead and connect with Madam President Gayla A. Spiller. That's her information at the bottom. Share, like, subscribe, and all that stuff like that. And we will definitely reconvene. I plan on coming to an Instagram live later on this afternoon, and I want to come back to YouTube later on to do some mess talk and we'll do it like that. So I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all next time. Thank y'all. This has been Address the Mess with MC Shakie.